guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of a hop to shine the light on our scrapbooking community. Cilla has got together several of her scrappy friends to review some of the questions that she has been asking over the past couple of months, and we're gonna shine the light on the community with these questions. Okay, so question number one. How have industry changes affected the way you document memories? And I picked some answers that I quite liked. We've got Shannon saying, I think the scrapbook industry is rolling with the changes of society, which I absolutely agree. We don't see a whole lot of local anymore. We see a lot of online sales. It says, more than ever, I'm online looking at sketches or other people's layouts. As for the young people, they might pick this hobby up later in life. I don't see the appeal for a young person. My daughter is 26 and she thinks, why should I buy all that when I can just go to an app on my phone and load the photos and it's done? And she's not wrong. They are a bit like that. Regina says, I do most of my purchases online now that all the local scrapbook stores near me have closed. I'd rather see what I'm buying in person. The nearest local scrapbook store is 100 miles away, and with the price of gas these days, yeah. I don't have a local scrapbook store in my town, but there is one I think I could get to within like 50 minutes. But when I started scrapbooking, the local scrapbook stores were already going down. They were already going away because it's only been like 7 years maybe. So I really basically started with online. So I had a little bit of an expectation walking into a local scrapbook store. And the ones I've been in, I'm going to have to say, I've only been in like maybe 5 local scrapbook stores. And they all had outdated stuff in them, except for this one in Kansas City. Don't remember the name of it, but they carried a lot of Prima and things, 49 and Market maybe, I don't know, a lot of that type of Prima type stuff in there, and they were all up to date. But all the other ones have had old products in them, so they weren't interesting to me anyway. So I personally don't miss the local scrapbook stores just because I didn't have an experience with them. Kay says, I've had to start buying more supplies online. And Debbie says, me too. And they're talking about Hobby Lobby and how Hobby Lobby has started doing their own branding now. They just sell Paper Studio. They don't sell American's Crafts and stuff like that anymore. So yeah, that was a disappointing change. Question number 2, what inspires you to create? We've got Linda saying, fun, fun, fun. I put this one up here first because I absolutely 100% agree with the fun, fun, fun. I love the energy in this post or in this answer. Fun, have fun, take photos, having fun, remind myself and other fun times together. Sherry says, watching all her fabulous YouTube Scrappy friends videos, and she'd be lost without them. And that is so sweet. Then we've got Debbie saying challenges and swaps, which I recently did do a swap too, and that was very motivating and fun. Connie says new products are a great photo. Linda said getting photos printed. Laura loves crops and she misses our crops that we used to have. Lacey said my children and grandchildren. However, Janet has opened a world of new possibilities for mood and feel and things I'd like to express myself with. Health concerns that are a family issue like mood disorders. I want my family to know that they aren't alone in having feelings that aren't normal and they can still lead good lives. And I love that. But I think it's really great to have some pages that is just maybe a lot of journaling that just discusses things like this, so the future generations know what you're going through, maybe with a health concern, and this could happen, and this maybe you might want to look for this, you know. I just think that's a really good idea. Question number 3, what product, theme, or color do you wish you can find more of? We've got a theme of mini golf. That surprisingly showed up quite a few times. Concerts showed up a couple times. All those are good ideas. I'd love neutral kids that's not school. So a kids collections that are neutral, that is not school themed, and I can get behind that. I'd like river included with lake and cabin. Mini golf again. It seems like it's all florals and butterflies, and it is a lot of florals and butterflies. Kay said, I took my twin grandsons roller skating for the first time in my other two grandsons both had birthday parties at the roller rink. I couldn't find any roller skating themed embellishments. I finally found some free clip art online and printed it out. Wasn't much, and they all had basically the same embellishments on their pages, but they were in different books, so it didn't really matter. And Karen was saying that she has done that a lot. She likes to stamp and color it in, or she'll find a few of the clip arts and print them as 4x6s and cut them out. And here's what, there's a couple things I want to say about this. One, this is a fabulous idea, and this is what makes our community just so great. I've learned so many things just by these types of conversations. So they're answering your question. They're also telling you, hey, she's saying, hey, roller skating is hard to find, but they're also giving you an idea of how you can finish off your pages with hard to find embellishments on them, right? Like the roller skates, and they had to, you know, find the roller skates, color them in, and put them on. Ma'am, I can hear you. Mute your phone.
Oh, shoot.
You are? You want to say hey?
Hi, you guys.
Okay, now mute your phone. Speaking of community members, that was Kathy. She says hi. Okay, anyways, so you can, as long as these are for like your personal albums, this is a great idea because you're just taking these images offline. You're using them for your personal use. You're not earning any money for them. Nothing like that. It's totally fine to do. Cut them up, put them on your pages. I just think that's a great way to find the themed type things that are hard to find these days. Candace said green feminine paper and navy. When I first, okay, first of all, navy showed up so many times. But when I first read the green feminine paper, I was like, yes, my favorite colors are green and purple. Green and purple. So yeah, green feminine paper, that really was for me. Gail said navy for sure, summer but not beach. Amanda said paisley, and I thought that was really interesting because, you know, I don't see paisley either very often. I think the last time I saw paisley was surprisingly not from Pink Paisley. It was from, it was that collection that was kind of Echo Park, I think. It was kind of native-y, westerny, and it had the birds. I think there was like a banjo or something. Don't remember the name of it, but I think that had some paisley in it. That was a long time ago. Tanya said color, less pink, absolutely. Themes, basically less themes in general. I'm not a theme scrapbooker, which I'm not either. What I would say to this question number 3, what product, theme, or color do you wish you could find more of? There's not really anything I want to find more of, but hear me out. I kind of feel like it'd be really cool to have basic paper packs with just basic prints and, you know, a nice color theme going on. Basic prints, and not with icons on them, just stripes, dots, checks, this, that, maybe some words, possibly word paper, make something like that. And then I feel like the theme should be in the embellishment packs. I don't feel like the theme should be on the papers. I feel like the theme should be on the embellishment packs, and then we get more bang for our buck, right? Because you can buy, maybe all these are basic papers, and maybe you can buy this embellishment pack that's a theme roller skating, this embellishment pack that's a theme of mini golf, this embellishment pack. And I just think that'd be pretty cool, and I haven't seen anybody do that. Not really. I think that'd be a cool idea. If anybody's listening close to my heart, I'll send you a message. Number 4, who is your favorite designer? Now, when this was first posted, it was unsure whether we meant designer or whether Cilla meant designer as in the company or designer as in like a name designer like Heidi Swapp, Ali Edwards, someone like that. So it ended up, we ended up getting the company names and also some designer names. Becky Bitting, hands down, I think had the most responses. So she is, good for you, Becky. She has taken it by storm, right? Joanne says the manufacturer is always Hip Kit Club, Pink Fresh Studio, and Simple Stories. I myself haven't been purchasing anything other than close to my heart lately. just because of funds, you know. I'm on a little bit of a budget. But I do still get my Hip Kit Club kit subscription. I do still get that every month. So I'm going to have to say yes with the Hip Kit Club as well, and also close to my heart. We got some more Becky Bitting, some more simple stories. It says, honestly, I can't choose one. They're all unique in their own way. Question number 5. What product do you hoard? Hands down, the most product people hoard was paper, but we have Vicky saying, honestly, none anymore. I love using my goodies and my precious photos in my beloved albums. Barbara says this is probably the best response. So the question was, what product do you hoard? And Barbara says yes. I understand that one. Regina says adhesive. Susan says paper. Paula is, the easier question is what do you not hoard? She finally stopped purchasing washi, so I think we're getting on a little bit of a trend to maybe not so much hoarding and using more. I know I've been purging lately, so I'm not really hoarding anything much, and I've seen a lot of other people purging and using what they have, and you know, maybe when the new line comes out, find something in their stash that's very, so I've seen a lot of this going on lately, and it's just because probably it's just kind of a tough time right now financially for a lot of people. So I think that could be why. But what I hoard mostly is, ever since I was introduced to Close to My Heart way back when, she was a YouTuber. I haven't seen any of her videos for a while, but her name was Becky JB. She was a Close to My Heart consultant, and I signed up. Oh no, I used to buy from her, and then when she quit doing it, I ended up signing up. And from that very first stamp I got, actually when she was the maker or the consultant, the very first stamp was camera stamp. And from that very first time, I've been buying all these stamps. Most of them aren't even used, but I have a very hard time parting with them. And now that I've been purchasing the stamp in thin cuts, that's even worse. So, because it's more expensive. So I'm getting a lot of those. So that was what I hoard. What is your favorite go-to technique? Karen says rough edges, blade, nail file, textures, what I look for. She doesn't care how it's getting roughed up. She wants it roughed up. Dana likes border punches and enamel dots, and Louisa likes distressing photos and paper edges and outlining edges as well. When I read this was like, distressing photo edges? What? I've never distressed a photo in my life. I need to know more about this. And then I was reading and it said outlining the edges as well. And so I'm already thinking about this distressed photo, which I've never seen before, and I got to see. But then I'm thinking the outlining the edges. So I'm thinking you can take your little distressed photo and outline on there, on the photo with a gel pen. I haven't seen that. I don't think. I've seen people put clear stickers on the photos and even stamp on photos sometimes. But I think it'd be pretty cool to draw on a photo with a gel pen, maybe. Ginger said base pages, hands down. Once I have a base page, I can relax. Sorry, my phone took a dive. Okay, so Ginger said the base pages, and Regina was telling her, yeah, I love your base pages. And see, that's another thing about the community, is they're always, getting ready to drop you again, they're always so supportive of one another, and, you know, really quick to say, hey, you know, when they like something,
so
just say.
Facebook for business? Can you hear me?
Yes, and so can everyone else. Regina says, at the moment, it's border or framing my layout. Oh, yeah. And this recently came up. I put this in here because this recently came up on my Facebook page. And I used to like to border pattern paper. And I'm thinking, yeah, this is something we're definitely going to have to do. We're going to have to make this layout where we can border some of this. And then put our distressed photo on it with the gel pen outlining. That's what I think we're going to be doing. Melissa said stitching, but it takes a long time. So another is washi on a white strip of paper from Janet. And Angie said that's a tough one, inking and distressed edges. I've been really into the inking lately myself. I have a hard time, though, remembering to ink everything. I don't know what that is. Number 7, how would you describe your personal creative style? Caroline says messy layered colors. I love color and layers, and I'm very messy. Amy said, not sure I have a particular style. Lisa, clean lines with layers, a mix of solid cardstock and pattern paper. Lots of writing. Karen said that's her too. I'm not a mixed media type. Leanne is mixed media, messy, arty, inky, old, new, over embellished, rarely simple. So I feel like what we have got a lot here is 2 groups, or no, I feel like we have 3 groups of people. We've got the messy people, we've got the clean lines, simple people, and then we got this other group, which really surprises me because I'm pretty sure this might be the group I fall into, but we got the 3rd group that is, we just don't know. Sometimes we like this and sometimes we like that, and we just don't know. We don't have a style. So I was really surprised to find that that's how that question shook out. Lori, an eclectic hot mess. Jennifer, oh, I love this phrase right here. I'd call myself a creative minimalist. Isn't that the best phrase? Creative minimalist. I love that. That's nice. Nikki says simply embellished, and Anne said she has no idea, and that's where I'm at. I am with you on that. Okay, so the next 3 questions are going to be, they just came out all together. So we had question number 8. What is your favorite topic or event to create about? What time of day do you feel most creative? Do you write down or sketch out creative ideas? Sherry is saying her family is her favorite subject. I really like to scrap in the mornings, but I'm not always able to because we work and have lives. Sometimes. Number 10, I keep scrappy notebook. Thanks, Janet. And I jot everything in it. If I watch a video I want to jot down, I put it in my to-do notebooks also. Anne says beach and nautical or grandkids. It's an even toss-up. 9 p.m. into the wee hours, and she just wings it. She's not writing anything down, no. I have found that very high on the list is the family, and also I feel very high on the list is mornings, which surprised me. Mornings and early afternoons, which kind of surprised me. We got Lacey. She says her favorite events to scrapbook are anything when my family gathered together, and that is so sweet. See, and that goes into the family category, obviously. She's a more creative person in the morning, but she does list all her ideas down as they come, right? She'll sketch or list all her ideas down for later. Suzanne says, I'm best in the morning into the afternoon, and she said that being retired helps. She loves to scrap vacations so she can relive them as I scrap. I love that comment because I kind of like to do the same thing, or at least I really like to look at vacation photos, even if I'm not scrapping them. So I kind of get that one right there. Janine says vacations and a grandbaby. Grandbaby's always the best. She's a night owl, and she doesn't sketch either. She just wings it. We've got a lot of rebels answering this question. I love to scratch beach vacations, so there's a second nautical one just on the list I pulled, and there was way more comments than what you're not seeing all the comments. She doesn't sketch or write down ideas. She just makes notes. She says, I tend to make notes and maybe a rough sketch when I put kits together. Got a lot of rebels. On this, I think my favorite topic or event to scrapbook would be my grandkids. I really like to do photos of my nieces or my sisters or my great nieces or nephews, because I like to give those to them as gifts. And sometimes I'll even do them without photos. So I would say for me, it would be, my favorite thing would be my grandkids, or my favorite thing would be a gift that I'm working on for one of my nieces, because I don't know, I get a lot of joy out of that. What time of day do you feel most creative? Never lately. It's been kind of a struggle. So I have a question for you guys. What do you do to get your mojo back? Do you write down or sketch out creative ideas? I do. And sometimes I'll even just turn my video camera on and do a short video for myself. So when I'm cleaning out my photos, right? What's this video? bam, there's the idea I had. And if you clean your phone out every week, you know, like maybe every Sunday, you're gonna see that video that you posted or that you took last Wednesday about this idea you had when you were driving to work. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. All right, guys, I want to thank Cilla for inviting me to join her scrapbooking friends. If you would like to go over and answer these questions or any other questions, maybe you just want to check out the group, it's RTS Scrapbooking. I will have that link down below, and I think I will also have the links to everybody else who is participating. Cilla will provide me with that to put down there. This has been so much fun, guys. I really enjoyed it. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.